Writing your self-evaluation for your performance review? Great news, because in this video, I am breaking down 7 steps to slay your self-assessment. If you are ready to rock your performance review, tap that like button and let's just jump straight into it. The first thing that you need when you're preparing your self-assessment for your performance review is your receipts. What metrics did you hit that demonstrate what a great job that you did at work? Ideally, these are going to be numerical. Quantitative receipts are always preferred. So things like exceeding your sales quota, having high customer or project satisfaction scores, exceeding expectations when you're handling support cases. Whatever it is that is for your job, and this should be pretty clear if you're not familiar with what it is, definitely ask your boss. When you are preparing to write your self-appraisal is to find your receipts. You want to make sure that you have all of the evidence that you need that demonstrates what a great job that you've done. So based on however your actual job is measured, make sure that you have all of those metrics in front of you. If you have done something like taken on a strategic high impact project like how I teach my clients to do in my Career Glow Up program, then you also want to make sure that you're getting the benchmarks of the other impacts that you've had in the business. The next thing that you need to do is you need to just take an inventory of your awesomeness. This is something that I highly recommend that you do on a regular basis. Document all of the achievements that you've had, and not just, the grand measurable things like we just did in our receipts, but what are the other ways that you've impacted your team, your business, and how have you demonstrated your professional growth this year? This can be things like demonstrating that you were crucial to a key initiative that your team undertook this year. Or it can be gathering testimonials from your colleagues or your customers that talk about how awesome you are. This is also a great time for you to be introflective. Is that a word, introflective? I hope it is. I'm going to stick with it anyways. But take some time to consider what you are truly best at when it comes to doing your job. What are you doing better than your teammates? What are things that you feel really confident doing? And what are things that you do really well that are showing up in the end results that you get? And that actually brings me directly into the third step. And this one is actually part of your greater career strategy. So if you haven't pieced this one together yet, now is definitely the time to do so, because this will make your self-appraisal and your performance review so much smoother and so much better. And that is knowing your UAQ. I bet that you are great at a lot of things. And I bet that you have a lot of compliments and a lot of areas of recognition for your work already. But what are you uniquely awesome at doing? What truly sets you apart? This should be the focus area for your self-appraisal and really everything that you do in your career. And I actually have a whole workshop that helps you figure out what your UAQ is and how to actually use it. So I'll drop the link down below because it's free and I would love for you to check it out. Now, the fourth step in doing your self-appraisal for performance review is where things start to get a little bit tricky for a lot of people. And you might be one of them. If your self-appraisal has an inventory where you have to score yourself on different competencies, it's time for you to make sure that you have inventory awareness. One of the mistakes that I've seen way too many high achievers do is they have downgraded themselves on their self-appraisal. So where they are exceptional at things, they're like, oh, like I'm average, I guess I'm okay. And here's the gotcha. I have spoken to hiring managers that when they're on the fence when it comes to appraisal, will actually look to the self-appraisal if it's already visible to them and actually base their ratings based on how someone has rated themselves. That's right, they're relying on your self-awareness so that they don't have to be aware of your awesomeness. They just want you to tell them. I don't want this to be you. This isn't to say that you should completely overinflate and not be reasonable. I do believe in accountability and accuracy in doing this. But if you have an inventory checklist for different competencies for your role that you need to score yourself against, I want you to think about how everyone else on your team would score and how you feel like you would actually score against other people. Obviously, you don't have full visibility into what everyone is doing and how everyone is, but based on your assumptions, I want you to think about how you would score yourself on that scale. Are you generally better than other people on your team? Is it something that other people are generally better than you? Or do you feel like you're kind of at the same place as everyone else? And score yourself appropriately there. And if you are on the fence about where to put yourself, I would say to err on lifting yourself up as opposed to scaling yourself down. That's just my opinion. I would actually love to know what your thought is on that point down below. Now, the fifth step in your self-appraisal is the most important one. And if you mess this one up, your performance review might end up being a nightmare as opposed to just a praise party for you. When writing your self-appraisal or doing your self-assessment for your performance review, do not be bashful. Now is not the time for you to be humble and exercise an excessive amount of humility and just be like, oh yeah, I guess it's okay, and start to undermine yourself. No, I want you to be proud AF over the things that you've accomplished in your career, the impacts that you've made, the growth that you've achieved, and all of those kinds of things. And in any written aspect to your self-assessment, which a lot of self-appraisals are going to have, make sure that you're integrating things like power verbs. This is a time for you to brag about yourself unapologetically. And you should, because you're awesome. Again, I've spoken to too many people here who have kind of erred towards giving other people credit or underplaying their achievements, and it doesn't translate very well in a performance review setting. Performance review and self-assessment are really all about tooting your own horn. I know that might not be something that is comfortable for you, but step out of your comfort zone for at least this period of time, because this is going to actually allow you to showcase what's gone really well, to re-emphasize that to your manager and anyone else who is going to review your self-assessment and your performance review, which can come up at promotion time and stuff like that. And ultimately, it's going to be a nudge towards you embracing your own awesomeness and getting comfortable with it, because being exceptional isn't always easy, and I know that you might be struggling with that, but we want to get you moving towards embracing it. And on that note, I actually want to talk about the sixth step in your self-assessment for your performance review, and that is to grow from greatness. One of the things that is so commonplace in corporate America that drives me absolutely batty is the focus on your weakness as an area of growth. Guess what? If you have zero talent at something naturally, you're never going to be the best at it. Your focus on the things that you aren't so good at should be that you're just good enough that they don't hold you back. For example, I can't tell you how many self-assessments I've had that have told me I talk way too fast. I can talk slightly slower, but it's never gonna be a human pace for me. Just not gonna happen. So my goal was never to talk at a normal human pace. My goal was to just slow it down enough that most people could understand most of what I was saying. But my friend, the thing that you are naturally good at, your UAQ, the greatness that you already possess, that is what you should be amplifying and cultivating. That is your highest potential. Taking things that you have a natural aptitude and interest in, and then focusing on being the absolute best at those things is what is going to truly skyrocket your career. And also, for a little perspective shift here, one thing I want you to consider is that the things that you're not so good at are actually the things that allow you to be great at other things. If you're overly aware of the things that you're not so good at, what I want you to do is take a couple of minutes after you've watched this video, think about the flip side of those things. Then I want you to write down the goals for the things that you're great at. And then I want you to think of a few ideas of how you could be better at the things that you're already great at. And that is actually going to bring us to step 7 of your self-assessment for your performance review, and that is goal setting. Of course, you are going to have annual goal setting, and I hope that it's goal setting that actually means something. Now is definitely the time for you to set good goals about where you want to go in your career next. What skills do you want to develop? What experience do you want to gain? When you include this on your self-assessment in your performance review, it's giving you an opportunity to talk to your manager about how they can help get you there. Remember, for your career goals, if your manager is not aware of them, they're not going to be able to support you fully. So make sure that you are crystal clear on them and that you take this opportunity to communicate them. If you haven't already, I definitely recommend that you go and check out this video right now that is actually going to help you set your career goals for next year. If this video helped you prepare to write your self-assessment, make sure and give it a thumbs up. It really does help my channel. And while you're down there, do consider subscribing because I would love for you to be one of my career besties here. As always, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.